4 years and 4,000 devs until we finally get a Treyarch game since 2020 to 2021. I'm going to be reviewing the Black Ops 6 beta. Obviously, the beta closed about a week ago, probably, I'm not exactly sure. But I'm just going to be giving my opinions on it, going from positives to negatives. Now, just before I get into my opinions, please make sure you're subscribed. I post nearly every day and it helps the channel out a lot, and we've been growing this channel. We're aiming for 500 subs by the end of the year, so please go and sub. So without further ado, let's go on to my review of the Black Ops 6 beta. So, Call of Duty Black Ops 6, probably one of the most hyped COD games in recent years. Has it lived up to the expectations? Kinda. I will first of all state my positives. Now, I don't really have a script for this, so I'm gonna kind of just go off the top of my head. So I wanna start with the movement, because of Omni movement, one of the biggest marketing points of this game. But Omni movement, I'm not gonna lie, it feels clunky at first. But once you get used to it, it feels so smooth, and it really does make you feel like you're that 90s action hero. And I've always believed that Treyarch games... Well, I say I've always believed. My first game was Cold War, so I can't really say that. But Treyarch make arcadey games. A lot of people have said that. Cold War is very arcadey. And I definitely enjoy Black Ops 6 because of that arcadey feel and that feel of being an action hero. The gunplay definitely feels solid. Obviously, most of the guns were balanced during the beta, except the good old Jackal PDW or whatever it was. Luckily, they did nerf it in Weekend 2, but the gunplay definitely felt consistent. The time to kill didn't feel too fast, but didn't feel too long. I feel like it's like the perfect time to kill. I'm pretty sure it might actually be one of the longer time to kills, I'm not sure. Now, you may be surprised to hear this, but in my positives, the maps are actually a positive. Majority of the maps. Obviously, what I think we had about 6 to 8 maps in total. And obviously, I'm an aggressive player. I like to flank my opponents. So let's go maps one by one. So first we have Skyline, right? Skyline, a decent map. I wouldn't say it's amazing. I probably wouldn't choose to play on it compared to like any of the Modern Warfare 3 maps or the small maps. But I like how there's parts of the map that are interactive and can help flankers with that security system. It's good. I feel like I'm going to get a lot of hate for this, but I actually kind of like Scud. Obviously, yeah, it does feel very open and the flow's quite poor. But me being an aggressive player and a flanker, I always take that, like, trench routes to, you know, sneak behind the enemies and kill them. Especially if they're camping on that radar dish. Absolute saddos. Derelict is probably one of my least favourite maps, just because I feel like you get forced into lanes with no cover. And it's like, oh, it basically just forces you into a path where whoever shoots first is probably going to win because of how thin the lanes are. Rewind. The main part of Rewind is quite good. I feel like Rewind's at a stage where it's like Miami from Cold War. It's huge. If it was shrunk down to just the few stores, it would probably be a lot better. And obviously what, we have Babylon. I'm British, so I'd call it Babylon, I don't care. It feels like a better shipment. You know, it's got that classic shipment feel where, you know, you've got the four corners, you've got all the lanes that meets in the middle. But then you also have like a few outer sections and other flank routes. And then we have the 2 strike maps, what I think I call it, Gala and the Pit. Gala, I don't know. I kind of prefer the Pit just because you also can flank, and mainly because Gala's riddled with head glitches and stupid wall bangs that are kind of affected by aim assist. I'm going to get onto that when I get into the negatives, which will be now. Now, I'm probably just going to shoot through these negatives. So, first of all, spawns. Spawns are absolutely atrocious. The whole point of a spawn system is, you know, it's got to be fair, but it also has to be predictable and controllable. You've got to have it so, like, if you're doing decent, you have a chance to spawn trap your enemies and your enemies will have to fight out of a spawn trap. But in Black Ops 6, the spawns flip very often where it gets to the point where you have no idea where the enemy's going to spawn in. We also have the aim assist nerf. Now, let me just state, the aim assist nerf is positive, but as a console player, I feel like it shouldn't have been nerfed as much compared to PC. I feel like they need to treat console control players separate to console PC players, because obviously we're hardware limited, the game runs like crap on console. It's either that or it's riddled with packet bursts, because I don't know, that was a big issue. The amount of stuttering I had in game, ridiculous. But like, the aim assist felt weird because it felt like it got buffed during the second weekend, because like, first weekend, if someone's like within like 5 to 10 meters, it really feels like there's no aim assist. Like, it shouldn't feel like the aim assist turns off. It should just feel weaker and not as snappier. Luckily, it did feel better weekend 2 from my experience. But at the same time, a lot of people have said, oh, one weekend was better than the other. Also, aim assist felt broken with wall bangs. I was experiencing this with Gala where, I'd be moving my aim, but my aim would be slowing down through specific through certain wall bangable walls. I don't think aim assist should be on through wall bangable walls. And I think Limbo also had a few issues where he was literally, the aim assist was like basically locking onto people through walls. Not cheats. The aim assist was just very snappy through walls. I do not know why. That definitely needs fixing. Now that I've gone through my positives and negatives, I'm going to do a small little section on just like annoying issues that should probably get fixed, and just general bugs. So, let's go bugs. Obviously, it's not a COD beta if you don't see some weird visual bugs. You know what? Someone in the Rick's Discord sent a video of the lobby where they're walking, but for some reason the gun wasn't in the guy's hand; it was just floating in midair. You'd also had the odd bug where if an enemy shoots at a dead body, for some reason that dead body just launches up into the air. Kind of funny. I wish I clipped it, but I did see this happen. During the beta, update requires restart decided to bully us. Because, first of all, there was that glitch where, for some reason, there were multiple game updates one night, and, like, I couldn't even join one of my mates, Gizmo, from Rick's Discord, because of the update requires restart, and he was saying, oh, I'm not on the same, like, game as him, or as in, like, let's say I'm on, like, version 1.2, and he's on version 1.1, basically like that. And there'll be times, update requires restart. So this is the process on Xbox. First of all, the game will just close. So it'll pop up, update requires restart. Your game will automatically close. For some reason, it doesn't restart your game, so you have to manually open the game up again. You get to that same bit in the menu, update requires restart. So now it restarts your game, and then you finally get to Black Ops 6, and it's got to restart Black Ops 6. And I don't get why it has to take at least 2 minutes to restart a game. Now, another bug I experienced, I wouldn't say it's game breaking, but it definitely ruins the gameplay. Now, there was a bug that I encountered where everyone else in the lobby would appear level 1. But no, it's not just a visual bug, right? It also affects you because, for some reason, I was only allowed to use the one pre-made class with the Jackal PDW. I couldn't select any of my own classes. I couldn't select any other pre-loadout. I had to use the Jackal and the XM4 loadout. Kind of annoying when you're trying to level up guns. Another thing that was quite a nuisance was the UI and the interface. There'd be times, obviously, when I stream, I don't want to be, talking down the mic, annoying the entire lobby and my team, so I have my in-game mic muted. But I don't know why the process of unmuting it takes way too long. For some reason, you couldn't unmute yourself from the scoreboard, and you had to click a bunch more buttons just to unmute yourself in the, when you pause the game and go into the entire lobby, it's just you have to press so many more buttons instead of menu, click X to unmute yourself. It's complete ridiculous, and it's a very big nuisance, especially if you're streaming. And let's say you want to get reactions. Let's say you meat shield someone. I have to waste about 5 seconds of that meat shield just unmuting my mic. And finally, it wouldn't be a review if we didn't talk about the matchmaking. Skill-based matchmaking, again, like it is with every game, even stronger than ever. But I felt like the matchmaking was the same as the aim assist during the beta. It felt like beta. It felt like the first weekend it was really bad, but then the second weekend it was a lot easier. That could just be because, you know, all the players who haven't pre-ordered or got Game Pass are like trying out the game. You know, I was struggling to go positive in most games in weekend 1. Weekend 2, there were a few games where I was absolutely dominating. But that's really all I have to say about the Black Ops 6 beta. Hopefully you enjoyed yourselves watching this video. Make sure you leave your opinions in the comments below. I'd love to see them. Don't forget to check out the other videos. With that being said, I've been Chris Stacks. Have a good day, and I'll see you in the next one.